Hi, two things. One, I know I look busted right now. I just got out of the shower and I nicked myself a fuck ton of times, so you're gonna have to deal with this for the rest of the episode, okay? Deal with it. Two, sorry about this weird angle and everything. My room is a mess, hence why we're doing this video today. I'm gonna be cleaning my room up and hopefully making a video out of this and hopefully keeping my room clean. At the very least, I want one of these things to happen. So, yeah. Yeah, that's just basically the premise of today's video. And also, before I forget, hi, welcome if you're new. I film wherever the fuck I want, whatever the fuck I want. And it's currently 11 o'clock at night. My parents are trying to sleep. So here we are. I have my day off tomorrow. So I'm going to be primarily cleaning my room and also like the rest of like doing my chores and everything I need to do. But tonight and tomorrow and actually Friday morning, I have pretty much to myself. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be trying to primarily clean up my room, keep it organized, keep it looking nice, and finish up some tasks that I've been procrastinating doing. Because truthfully, I've just been procrastinating doing it for so long. I'm going to show you my room. It's going to be a tragedy. I come with you with open arms. This is a safe place. Please don't judge me, because I don't think I will survive that. So yeah, let me show you the overall room and everything, and then we'll get started with our first task for the night. When you walk into my room, the first thing you see is this old box of old drawings from like the last like almost 10 years of my life. A painting that I just never get around to finishing. In here, it is my closet / storage area for a bunch of miscellaneous shit. We have a painting, we have a bunch of other shit, a old dresser that I actually did not buy this. My neighbor was throwing it away and I didn't have a dresser and I needed one, so I manhandled this into my room. Hence why it looks so busted. We have my bed. In the corner under my bed is like some of my dad's like boxes and shit that kind of just like act as like a support beam for like my bed because it's like so wobbly because I put it together. We have the main culprit. So you can see where it's getting at. And then I just got done with laundry. So laundry's done. But this is my room. Right now, I have a couple tasks I need to do. I need to put my laundry away. I need to take out all the cards from that binder and put them in that box. Because I'm getting a new binders and sleeves in a couple days. So I just want to get that out of the way. The only thing I recently did that's staying is I restrung these lights because this took me like an hour to restring all my lights. So yeah, that's the only thing that's really staying. Everything else is gonna get cleaned, organized, and dealt with. So yeah, let's do this shit. Trust me, I'm gonna only look worse as this video goes on. I'm not really gonna look any better. But anyway, first step that we're gonna be doing is putting away my fucking clothes. I don't know why this is the hardest task on planet Earth, but apparently this is the one thing, no matter what, that I will procrastinate. And I will continue to procrastinate, unfortunately, okay? And before you hit me with the, oh, why don't you just hang your clothes? Oh, you could just buy a hanger. Yeah, no, my fucking thing to do a hanger thing, I would have to involve tools, and I don't want to involve tools. And I already spent a lot of money for this video. So yeah, that also sounds like a lot of effort when I could just easily I'm perfectly capable of folding clothes. So yeah, that's just my own laziness. So I'm gonna be time-lapsing this. I don't know if I mentioned that, but this video is gonna be like a long time-lapse and in the sense of me just talking over it. So yeah, let's just get started with the shit. Alrighty now. I don't know why I decided to do this video, but I'm really glad I did because I really like cleaning. I'm just really bad at maintaining it. Like, I'll clean my room for like a day and then it will still stay clean for about like a couple days, but then I'm home for like one day and then it gets trashed. So if anyone has any tips on how to keep your room staying cleaner, that'd be really appreciated. But right now, I'm just happy I'm finally just getting this task out of the way for a few reasons. One, it's getting my room nice and clean, and two, it is a video's worth that I actually truthfully really like filming. But I don't know why laundry is definitely the hardest thing for me to maintain. Like, I'll do it like I'll be like this where like I'll get into like a groove to clean, and then I'll do it all, and then it just does not stay. Like literally, laundry is the one thing that no matter what, it will be the one thing I procrastinate every time. Also, what do you guys think about the filter of the video? I have a very cool tone room, and like my lights, my walls don't really add to that. They make it worse, to be honest. So, seeing the warmth that this filter brings into the room, it feels kind of nice and cozy. I don't know why. That might just be a me thing, though. But I'm kind of excited. This video was kind of not planned, but I literally just ordered something off Amazon, and I was like, yep, I'm gonna film a video about it. So I spent money on it, which was like $50 for that caddy. But I definitely need to get a couple new things for my room, like a new dresser, but I just don't really care. This one's working. Once it's not working, and then I'm like, okay, we'll get a new one. This one was free because I took it from my neighbor before they moved, so yeah, it's kind of whatever to me personally, but yeah. I think I mentioned this in the clip. I was watching a YouTube video. I literally had to watch a long form video. I could not watch shorts because it would just like make me stop a lot more. So I think I was watching Dream in this clip. I'm getting around to editing it like a few days later, so I don't remember exactly, but here we are. I don't know when this will go up either, so this will be quite interesting to see people's reactions and comments on the video. So, but yeah, I think for the rest of it, I'm probably just gonna talk about like random stories and shit that have happened to me, and I just wanted to I thought it would just be funny to kind of address it during the time-lapse parts of these videos. One of them being that I had seen a video a couple days ago. It was it was like nurses going through like their like befores and after their 12-hour shift, and I had left a comment and was like, damn it, I thought I was complaining about my 14 hours at Subway, because if you guys didn't know, I primarily do doubles at one location. So they open at 8 on the weekends, but I get there at 7, and then we close at 9, and so I leave there like around like 9:30. So that's like that's like a 14-hour shift. But someone left me a comment saying, imagine lying about that. I was like, well, they were like, imagine lying about a place that's only open for 12 hours. I was like, motherfucker. I don't know, I thought that was funny. I was like, motherfucker. And I gave him my timestamp. I was like, this is how often I work. I think I have a photo in my archives on Insta that I can actually just plug in to be like, okay, here you go, bitch. I don't know, I just thought that might be funny and petty to do. Because it was like, someone's literally just like, why are you lying about that, bro? I was like, motherfucker, I wish I was. I wish I was. Oh my god. But that's like one of the newer editions of that happened. That was like a couple days ago. I'm gonna tell you guys in this video what happened 2 days ago. So like the first comment happened like a week ago, and then this last incident I'm about to tell you like 2 days ago. So yeah, but I just thought that shit was so funny to me. I don't know though. I don't know. I find really dumb humor funny to me. No, it was not scratching my ass. I promise you, I was not scratching my ass. I was scratching my side though. Maybe I was scratching my ass and I don't remember. But oh my god, no. But I've actually kind of missed this. This is like, I selfishly admitting, this is like my favorite video to film. For some reason, I don't know why. But it's the most awkward because it's like you're seeing my room in like its entirety messiness. So I think the last time I filmed a video like this, it was 3 years ago when I left for college, and I just filmed like the cleaning my room before I left video. So yeah, it's been a minute since I filmed one of these, but I'm excited to film this one again. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys like this video. I know it's not a popular one, but it's definitely one I just enjoy doing, which is kind of just my whole channel's shtick. At this point, it's just shit that I enjoy doing. So yeah. Oh, fucking thumbtack. All right. Okay, I just got done folding laundry finally and putting it all away. It took me like 20 minutes. Granted, I am watching a YouTube video, so that's why it probably also took me a little longer. But yeah, the laundry is put away. yeah, so now my hamper is empty, so now I can actually use that. I think for my last goal for tonight is I'm going to take out all those Pokemon cards that are like sitting over in that box over there and just put them all one by one in the box. That way, when I get my new sleeves, I can just like throw them all in. I'm not having to worry about it later, and then I can put the old thing into storage, I guess. So yeah, and honestly, that's kind of it for the night. That's like pretty much it for tonight. Again, my parents are asleep right now, so I can't be that loud anyway. And I'm also really tired, so yeah. This is gonna be fun. God knows how long it's still gonna be, but yeah. Let's just do that. You can't really see inside it that well. Yeah, you guess you can. I already started this task. I'm already I think I want to say I'm halfway. But I don't really know. But yeah, there's one card in here I'm trading with another guy, my coworker. I'm trading with my coworker so I can get some shit, because he's the one who's giving me the slips and everything. So yeah, I gotta go through this. This itself takes a while. So enjoy another time lapse, I guess, because this is not gonna be interesting for any of us. So yeah. Alrighty, so unfortunately I realized this in the editing process that I did not actually film me doing anything. It looks like I quite honestly just jacking off for 3 minutes. I promise you it's not that. I just did not realize my camera was not recording me actually undoing the cards, but I guess also it's how interesting could that have really been? Me taking cards out for 10 minutes? Yeah, not really. But so regardless, I was gonna use this time as talking anyway, so it's whatever. But anyway, I want to tell you about the story that happened to me the other day. It was me and this guy. The guy is 16 and it was 11 o'clock at night, right? And this lady came in and she had a digital coupon she wanted to use, and I told her that you'd have to use it online in order to get the deal, because we don't do exceptions no matter what. Unless you're the manager, and then she could do the exception, but if you're not the manager, you don't have the rule to do exceptions, so it's whatever. But this lady, she came in and she was trying to figure out the coupon and everything, and she told me, she's like, well, since I'm here, I'm just gonna tell you what I want on it for the veggies and stuff. And I was like, okay, whatever. Now, personally for me, I do not like that. I get so irritated when people do that for some reason. And it's also late, so I was like, you know what? Let me avoid being rude to this lady, right? Because it's the end of the night, whatever. I'll just go do dishes, and I'll have my coworker deal with her, right? So I told him to go help her or whatever. A couple minutes pass by, he's starting her order, and then I get a customer come in, so I help the other customer. I see the receipt for her order, so I was like, all right, whatever. Now, granted, it was a few minutes of a time difference from when I left to help do dishes, and then from the customer. I think maybe 3 to 4 minutes. So things could have happened, things could have changed in that 3 to 4 minutes, right? And so I'm helping my customer and everything. And my coworker is making the order exactly how she wants it on the receipt. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, maybe she decided to just change her mind or whatever. I don't know. Again, I wasn't there for that last 4 minutes, so I could just be things could have changed or whatever. She could have just put everything she wanted on it anyway. So I ignore it, and I go and help and I go finish up my guy, and I ring out my customer. She is the entire time looking at her phone, not paying attention to my coworker. So he finishes her veggies and sauces, and then she finally looks up and gets fucking furious. She is starting to yell and raise her voice. Keep in mind, my coworker is 16. He's a kid, right? And I'm like, oh my fucking god. Alright. I'm going to continue the story in the next time-lapse part, because this one's about to end. So, yeah, in the next time-lapse, I'll continue the story. I finished it. I finished depotting every single page. So they're gonna have to stay in this box until I get the things I need. So for right now, this is actually just gonna stay in the closet. But that is everything for tonight. I'm going to go to bed, and we'll continue this bright and early tomorrow morning. So, be right back. Alright, so it is now the next day. As you can see, there's light coming in the air now. I got my Monster. And I've been busy this morning. I basically spent the last like hour and a half to almost 2 hours now assembling this and putting this on display now. I have some books up here, the ones I actually do read. I have some paperwork, everything, my little like stuff that hangs, makeup related stuff right here, paint stuff, and like extra art stuff down there. It hasn't 100% fixed my issues I have so far. However, it definitely helps free up more space. It definitely helps free up more space for me to hopefully keep the room clean a little bit longer, if that makes sense. Yeah, last you saw me yesterday was I had put my clothes away and I had organized out through, I had taken out all those Pokemon cards. Now we're starting the day off fresh with this put up, so that's just done. I think the next big goal is to get this whole desk situation that I'm looking at right now organized and hopefully figure out a better way of putting it. Hi, puppy. Come here, baby. Want to see how my puppy? His name is Charlie, but I like to call him Charlie Parkins or Charlamander. There's another one in here. I don't know if you can see him on the camera. Hi, buddy. Do you not like being called? Hey, come on, Bubba. Oh god, you're a jumping spider. Oh god. Oh. You okay, buddy? Ah. He's in my pants. He's stuck on everything. Ah. Oh yeah. Oh, Bub. Okay, so again, the biggest thing is I want to get this whole thing organized and looking decent again. And then after that, the smaller task will be to get up here looking nice. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not going to start either of these right now. I'm going to go clean my bathroom because I don't want to do it later. And it's gross, so I need to do that. So I will see you guys when I start cleaning the room a bit better. So, yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, back to the story. So, she's raising her voice at my coworker, and she's being mean. She's like, I told you I was gonna tell you what I wanted on it. Why didn't you listen? And just being fucking obnoxious. And fun fact about me, I hate confrontation. I hate dealing with it. I hate being around it, and I hate being the cause of it. You know, so I've never done good with confrontation. However, you know, my coworker is getting yelled at for fucking accidentally, you know, not listening to her. Now, granted, you know, I could have probably mentioned it earlier to him, granted, but, you know, again, I was gone for like 3 to 4 minutes, so I don't know what could have been said, what could have changed her, she could have changed her mind or something. All I see is he's doing, you know, what she put on this, what was on the online receipt, how it was, right? In his mind, he thought, in his mind, I can only assume that he thought, okay, she wants what she put on, and then she's gonna add some extra stuff. Cool, no big deal. You know, apparently not. And that's no one else's fault other than the ladies, because the entire time of him making her order, she wasn't paying attention. She was literally just on her phone looking down the entire time. So, that's on her, right? And so I told her, I was like, hey, it was an innocent mistake. Don't yell at him. You don't need to be treating him that way, and I don't appreciate your tone you're having with him. She looks at me, and she's like, I'm not having a tone, and I don't appreciate the way you're talking to me. And I said, all right, cool, but you're yelling at him for an honest mistake that could have been avoided if you were paying attention. We can remake your order if you want, but don't be snotty, right? And so she goes quiet, and she's like, okay, well, I want these things on both the sandwiches, right? And so I'm like, all right, cool. So he's doing what she's asking, and he's putting the new things on. and she's under her breath cursing and saying shit under her breath. I only got the cursing and I only got one line with it. She said this was bullshit. So I don't know what else she said, but she was cursing under her breath. And when he finished up her order, she said this was ridiculous. And me and him just went quiet. We just didn't say anything to her because we knew at this point we're gonna not be nice. So, I'm putting her first order in after I labeled it, and she takes the bag from my hands, forcefully, she just yanks it away, and she puts her oil and vinegar packets in it. And I take the bag back so I can put the other sandwich in it, and I tell her, have a good night, and then she leaves, right? And I got so irritated, because at the end of the day, it's a fucking sandwich. Yes, I can see why it's irritating. It's late at night, and you're just wanting your food. But if you're not paying attention to what happens to your order, how is what happens our fault? Because you were in-house and you were here, and you're telling me you weren't paying attention to your order. So that really irritates me. And also, just don't talk to fast food employees like that, let alone children. Because, we don't get paid enough to deal with that shit. So fucking just be nice. Don't be a bitch about a fucking sandwich. If you wanted it done right, you should have been paying attention, It would have been different if, she had been paying attention and he still didn't, and she, it's almost like, oh, I want to add my own things to it, but she didn't do that, So I called my manager. I was like, hey, I might get a complaint about this, and I explained to her what happens. She's not mad, and, she looks at the footage. She's like, yeah, she was looking down the entire time. It's nothing you could have done, You offered to remake the sandwich. You didn't raise your voice at her, There you go. So I hate, you really, working fast food and retail, you learn how crazy people can really be. So it's just a fucking interesting experience nonetheless. So I'm still just pissed about it. It's like, bitch, don't be fucking rude. Why do people think that they can just be mean to the people making your food? Dead ass. So I made sure the guy was okay. He was fine, just a little shaken, just because, he's getting yelled at by a fucking older lady. So, yeah. People are crazy, dude. People are fucking crazy. But, yeah. Do you guys have any other, crazy, experiences or stories or whatever from, people just being bitches? I want to know your guys' customer complaints and customer horror stories down in the comments. So, yeah. Alright, we are getting in the home stretch now. Finally, we're getting near way done with this video. Oh god, no. Dude, I'm just I hope you guys have been good. I don't even know I never know what to say, and I refuse to write stuff out. I need to just jot notes down so that way I can figure out have talking points, because I never do that for this kind of shit. I always just wing it, and then here we are with a 30-minute, a 5-minute segment of me talking, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So yeah. But I'm a little excited. Valentine's Day is in a few days, so I've ordered some pants and an accessory, and I'm gonna hang out with a friend. So that's kind of my plans for Valentine's Day. What are your guys's? Also, I've always I don't know why I have this roll on the back of my neck. I think that's just from me being fat or something. But why does it look like I'm balding in one area of my head? Granted, it is the bottom part of my head, so there's gonna be less hair there. But goddamn, it looks like a butt cheek. Oh god. I also, this is I don't know why. It's weird looking at myself in camera like this, because I'm so used to just seeing myself from shoulders up. I never like how my body looks on camera for some reason. I obviously know the reason. It's just because I'm kind of chubby. So it's kind of just, it's odd seeing it in camera. It's almost oh god, do I really look that big? I mean, at the end of the day, my boyfriend likes it. I'm not ashamed of my body. I definitely want to kind of build muscle this year in bulk. And, be at least a little bit more conventionally attractive, hopefully. That's a goal, but who knows if that will end up happening or not. But, yeah. It's so crazy. Please don't be mean in the comments. Please don't be mean. I don't think my little heart can take it. Right now, I gotta edit just a little bit more of this footage and shit. I gotta just fucking, I gotta do the edits and everything, and, cuts. So, that'll be interesting enough to see how it happens. I will say that this like time lapse things for like this long of a conversation is like crazy to me because I always never know what to say. So, yeah. Oh, while I have you guys, what kind of content do you guys want to see this year? I want to know what you guys are interested in seeing, so let me know if you have an idea. Alright, so when you walk in, the first thing you're going to see is the drawings. I'm debating on moving them from there and putting them just under there, so I might just be doing that later. But here is my little door caddy. It has books, makeup supplies, art supplies on the last 2 shelves. We have the closet. This is what the storage is currently looking like. It's a lot better than what it was. And we have little decor shelf with a bunch of clothes and just like other miscellaneous storage stuff. The bed looks a lot better, but it's definitely also just cleaned up a bit and everything. So that looks better. And here is the shelf. I haven't put the chemicals away. I just put that shit there for right now. We have a bunch of like the storagey stuff. I don't know, so art supplies, CDs, basically a bunch of stuff that I don't ever really go to, but when I go to, it's just like still in arm's reach. We have where I get my makeup done and everything. This is a lot more cleaner now, which is good. My mirror. But yeah, it's nothing crazy or impressive, but considering that it was like so messy and everything, this looks so much better now, so I'm really happy about that. But yeah, that's a room tour, I guess. Alrighty, so I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this video of me cleaning my room and getting it all nice looking. I'm sorry I didn't film a lot more clips to it, more or less like me assembling the whole like caddy and then me do finishing touches, more or less because I kind of forgot to. But if you did enjoy this, please let me know down in the comments below, and let me know if you want to see another video similar to this, different video, if you have a video idea you want me to do. I'll be sure to do probably whatever. So again, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much, and that's it. Bye.